Hello, everyone. I'm Armstrong Williams, and thank you for joining us. You know, the TSA new rules and guidelines has created horrific stories on a daily basis of what people experience at airports, whether children with flashing shoelaces are being body searched, elderly women and men. It just seems out of control. Obviously, we all want safety. We want to make sure that we're safe when we board these aircrafts. We remember 9/11. I was thinking, I actually have a different perspective on this. More police officers, more people in cars and trucks and vehicles on the highway um, are killed yearly or monthly than terrorists in the last 5 or 10 years. Just think about it. Think about people who are killed by these thugs with handguns for no reason at all. Do we see the U.S. government and TSA issuing new guidelines and advisories on the highways and in your communities? Are you seeing the government go out of its way to advocate, especially in places like our nation's capital, that we should have a right to bear arms since all the criminals have guns, that responsible people should have a right to defend themselves? So why do we get so bent out of shape? And why do we just put in all these measures that just inconvenience the lives of so many Americans over these terrorists want to change our way of life? Why do we get caught up in the psychological warfare that these terrorists are perpetrating on us? Why? I mean, we're accustomed to people dying. We're accustomed to the loss of lives. But why all this? Why are we so hysterical about the airports and the airplanes and the trains? Why? Are you telling me, given how open our society with the malls and functions that we have outdoors, that someone could not have come in much sooner to wreak havoc on this society of ours? Absolutely. But my bottom line is, I really think that we're being exploited. Something greater is going on here that we're unaware of it. The kinds of things that they're doing with these body scanners and the way they're screening and patting down and groping people, it's just uncalled for. It doesn't make any sense. I think there's something more sinister that's behind all this. Well, listen, I don't mind the inconvenience personally if it's going to save one life, but why all this hysteria over these terrorists? They've already won. You don't think they sit back and look at the chaos and the pandemonium we're in, where passengers are threatened to smack TSA agents in the mouth and smack them down if they touch them in the wrong place? You don't think they sit back and revel in all this? They're already winning. We need to step back. And we need to make our voices heard and tell the government how this should be done through our legislators that we elect in office. This is out of control. I mean, obviously, this is creating hysterical, it's scare tactics, and it's really just contributing to the crumbling of our society. We are a civilized society. If we work together, somebody needs to just come up with something ingenious, creative, some kind of device that was resolve and balance what the government and we as private citizens want. I'm Armstrong Williams. I tell you, remember, step back. We are accustomed to violence and the loss of lives. Why all these new security measures at airports now? While it does make sense, but what about the other lives that are lost every day on American soil? I'm Armstrong Williams.